Assalamu alaikum, good morning, and welcome to my channel. Something special from Jareed. It's very cool outside in Kashmir. It is July Kalan. That's why I'm staying in my room. So friends, yesterday I was with my friend. I was in the Kashmir University, and I saw the students. They were taking the photos in the campus. And when I moved outside with my friend, I also saw the people outside. They were taking the photos. Tourists were busy taking photos. So I feel better that I should give some tips to my viewers on the photography. There are different categories of photography. There is street photography, there is astrophotography, there is landscape photography, there is commercial photography, there is portrait photography. So I have started a series of lectures on these different categories of photography. Today I have choose a portrait photography. How you should take the portrait of a person. So when you take your camera with you or phone, just have the permission of a subject, because that is very important. If you are a professional photographer, never take a photograph without the permission. You should ask the subject that I want to take a click of you. Okay. Second thing is that just start the interaction with the subject, so that the subject will come in his natural mode. Okay. He should feel comfortable with you. So when he's feeling comfortable with you, after that you should take a photograph. Never take a photograph when you are feeling that no, subject is not his natural mood, he's not feeling comfortable, he's hesitating. So never take a photograph in that way. Okay. So first thing is that ask the permission of the subject. Second thing is that just start the interaction. And third thing is that is very important, that is the examine your equipment. Okay. By which equipment you are taking photo, you are using the camera, DSLR camera, or you are using the mobile phone, because every equipment has its own limitations. Okay. Mobile, if you are using the phone, it has its own limitations. Okay. If you are using the DSLR camera but without a big lens, it has its own limitations. So just examine the equipment, that what are its features. So in that setting, just to take the photograph of a subject. So third thing is that is important for the portrait photography is that is your the location of camera. Okay. Camera should not be too close to the subject, and it should not be too far from the subject. And and and, and just to concentrate on the focusing. Okay. Just to focus on the eyes of the subject, because that is very important. Okay. Okay. You should always focus on the eyes when you are taking a portrait of any person. Just to focus on his eyes, because eyes, this is the eyes gives you all the expressions. Okay. Whether person is happy, okay, whether he's sad, and whether he's trying to do any kind of action, whether he's angry with you. Okay. Whether he's sympathetic. Okay. So eyes, it gives all the expressions. So there is, so when you are trying to click a photograph. Okay. To click a portrait of any person, but your focus, maximum focus, should be on the eyes. All other parts are very important: face, okay, ears, hair, nose. But the most important, I think, most important, I think, organ that matters in the portraits is, that is an eye. Your all the focus should be on the eye. If other things will come blur, that doesn't matter. Okay. That doesn't matter. If that person, if the background is not good, that doesn't matter. In the portrait photography, location, it matters for the landscape photography. But here, your maximum focus of camera should be on the eyes of a subject. So other tip is that I told you that, where that is very important, that is the post processing. Okay. Now you take your photo, but post processing is very important. You can because the editing part, whether it is in cinematography, okay, whether you are making a short film for a YouTube, okay, whether you are making a movie, whether you are taking photos. Editing is very important because it gives beauty to your work. Okay, so post processing in photography is very very important. There are many filters, there are many softwares you can use the photo shoot. Okay, there are also many, I think, softwares are available, or also many applications nowadays are available on the internet. You can search on the Google. So after that, you should edit your photo. Post processing is very very important for the street photography. Another thing is that just examine and observe the person. Okay, okay, okay. If you are feeling, if you are feeling that any peculiarity related with that person, that he laughs in a nice way, okay, or he's crying in a nice way that is different from the others, but just to take the photo, just to take the photo. When he laugh, just to take the photo, or when he cry, just to take the photo. I'm saying with that, just to observe the person and the peculiarity of a personality, okay, related with that person. For example, if some person he laughs in a better way, he laughs in a way that is very different, and you like this and you like that, so just mm, put your camera on and take a click. So these were some tips on the street photography. First thing is that ask for permission. Second thing is that start with the interaction. Third thing is that just to put camera not too close to the subject and not too far. Okay. Fourth thing is that focus on the eyes. Focus on the eyes. That is very important. Very 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 important for the portrait photography. And now the last thing is that post processing, because editing it gives beauty to your work. So thank you all of you, thank you so much.